Hi guys, I'm Gretchen. Most of you are well aware of my involvement in the CSA. We are so excited to be partnering with this program again this year. It has been such a hit in previous years where folks are able to have access to farm fresh veggies that get delivered here to work, which makes things so convenient. You don't have to worry about going to the grocery store. Are they going to be out of things? And it just gets delivered right here to the front office for pickup. So I will kick it on over for some more details. But as we go through things, if you have any questions that I can answer, please feel free to send them my way. I'll kick it off to you, Katie.
That sounds great. Thanks so much, Gretchen. We really appreciate it. We're glad to be with you and just join Big Ass Fans today to talk about Workplace CSA and your Workplace CSA pickup. I am Katie Harvey. I'm the Organic Association Kentucky CSA Program Coordinator, and I'm joined today by Max Stone and Ann Stone and Hannah from the Elmwood crew. I also have Natalie Ryder from the Oak team with us. So we've got lots of folks on the call. If you have questions, feel free to drop those into the chat at any time. We do ask that folks stay muted just for during the presentation, but we'll have time for Q&A at the end. And just want to kind of share all things related to community supported agriculture. So if you're really familiar with CSA, we still have lots of great information for you and updates from the Elmwood Stock Farm team on the 2022 CSA season. If you're brand new to CSA, we've got a great overview for you of what to expect in a CSA share. And just to kind of get us started before we kind of dive in here, I'm going to launch a poll on Zoom. So if you're joining us virtually, this will pop up on your screen. And if not, I'm just going to have you kind of raise your hand and visually show me if you've participated in CSA. You can raise your hand or you can say yes in the poll. And just to kind of get a sense of if there's anyone that's, oh, you know what? Let me try that again. I launched the wrong one. My apologies there. Okay, so you're going to see the have you participated in CSA poll pop up on your screen. Go ahead, and if you can, just let us know if you've participated before, if you're familiar with CSA, but maybe haven't participated or brand new, that'll let us know. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys so much. This is perfect. We just appreciate that feedback. It's always really helpful. So I'm going to share that back out with you so you can see it on your screen. So we've got a couple folks that have participated before and a couple folks that are maybe familiar or brand new. So we'll just kind of cover everything today. So thanks for that feedback. We always appreciate it. And just kind of want to start with a quick definition of what CSA is, since it's always a mouthful and commonly always just shortened to CSA instead of community supported agriculture. But if you haven't heard of that term before, it just stands for kind of a weekly subscription from a farm that you pay for in advance of the growing season. So a lot of the meaning and definition of CSA is in the name. So it's very much focused on community and the kind of community members supporting the farm for the whole season. By paying for that share upfront in advance of the growing season, you're supporting the farm and giving them more working capital to afford seeds and labor and equipment to get all those crops growing and ready for you for the main growing season. So you're investing in the farm early and then kind of reaping the rewards of all of that bountiful produce throughout the growing season. So you are the farm's kind of #1 customer throughout the growing season and kind of get top priority on all of the food coming off of the farm. So it's really focusing on that relationship between the farm and the eater. And it's very seasonal. So that's why I have these photos. So you can see what a CSA share might look like in the spring, the summer, the fall. And you can see the really wide variety of crops that you're going to get in a CSA share. So you'll see a lot of things that you might not see in the grocery store. So it's a great way to try new foods that you might not have had before, that might be hard to find, and get a little bit more adventurous with your recipes, your meals at home, kind of have a little bit more to use and cook with. So we can see on these photos, we've got some garlic scapes. So if you haven't ever heard of those are awesome. You can use them really similar to a green onion and they've got a great garlicky flavor. You'll just see some new things. You'll get to try some new recipes. So lots of great leafy greens in the spring. You'll see all that beautiful lettuce and Swiss chard and strawberries, and then those classic summer vegetables and that kind of height of summer, the summer squash, the tomatoes, the green beans, and then lots of storage crops in the fall. So you'll get some sweet potatoes, some winter squash, some things like that, and lots of great more greens. So just to kind of give you a sense of what you'll expect in a share. And then in terms of the benefits of CSA, I talked a little bit about this. So that access to healthy, fresh produce, right? You're getting this bountiful vegetable share every week. You can pick it up at Big S Fans. You can also choose a convenient community pickup close to your home. Elmwood offers a lot of different pickups around Lexington and surrounding areas like Georgetown, Versailles. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. I'll leave that to Mac, but we want to make sure it's convenient for you to get to. So if you're at Big S Fans, take advantage of that pickup. If you're mostly working from home, there's still an option for you. And you can also choose home delivery, so it makes it even more convenient. And then you just get to know who's growing your food, right? The CSA farm, and especially Elmwood, really prioritizes communication with the CSA member, and we'll send you a weekly newsletter to let you know what's going on the farm, let you know what they're harvesting, what the weather's like, what to expect, and they'll also provide lots of recipes and tips. And then with a CSA share, something that's super important is just getting to invest more food dollars in the local economy. So when you're shopping at the grocery store, 10 cents on every dollar is going to a farmer. But when you're shopping and you're buying a CSA share, 100% is going directly to the farm. So 90% more money can go back to local farms, which is just awesome. So really big economic impact. And then you get to reap all the great benefits of that increased vegetable consumption. I know when at main CSA season, I'm getting my share every week, I'm eating a lot more vegetables. It's just easier. They're already in my fridge. I've got to use them. So we know when members are a part of a CSA, they're eating more vegetables, they're eating more meals with fresh foods, and reaping all those great health benefits. And I'll talk about that a little bit more. And you're also getting to support organic farming practices. So when you're an Elmwood Stock Farm member, they're a certified organic farm, and you're getting to support their sustainable farming practices that build soil health and improve the environment around them. So that's another great benefit. And then just to kind of touch a little bit on health, employees that participate in CSA, which is why we're partnering with Big S Fans today and a part of a workplace wellness CSA program, is we know CSA members that are part of a workplace CSA are cooking more at home, like I mentioned, eating less processed foods, going to the doctor less, and spending less on prescriptions. So we've gotten the opportunity to work with a couple different researchers that are part of the agriculture economics department at UK, at University of Kentucky. And they have gotten to do some great research on just kind of feedback from workplace CSA programs and their experiences. So these are all kind of stats from those. And they also got to look at diet-related medical claims. So they got to see when you're participating in workplace CSA, when your diet-related medical claims are higher at the start of the CSA, those workplace CSA members have the opportunity to actually save on their medical claims and pharmacy claims the 12 months following the CSA season. So saving on average in that special population of between $1,000 and $1,500, which is super exciting. So there's also just kind of a monetary potential benefit for that specific population. And then this is just some great feedback we got from Big S Fans workplace CSA members last year. So I'll have a quote to share with you, but I also just wanted to share this stat first. So 82% of the folks that responded to our survey that participated last year at Big S Fans said they were eating that 2 to 3 servings of vegetables per day. This is super exciting. We love to see this. On average in Kentucky, 6.3% of Kentuckians eat the 2 to 3 servings recommended of vegetables per day. So this is a big win. This is a major increase and definitely deserves to be celebrated. And then one of the Big S Fans members, I feel like they summed it up best, right? It doesn't have to be long and lengthy, but this quote, CSA is healthy, convenient, and supports local farmers. So I feel like that's a great summary of what I was trying to get at. So I wanted to share that quote with you too. And then just a quick overview, if you're brand new to the CSA program at Big S Fans, here's just the steps that you can do to kind of be a part of the CSA program this year. So we have a landing page that will drop into the chat if you're on Zoom, but we'll also email out to you. So Gretchen's going to send an email after this presentation with a link to the recording if you want to share it with someone else, if you want to rewatch it. And we'll also include a link to this landing page that I'm talking about. And I have a screenshot of it in my next slide. And you can it has all the details we'll cover today. It's got a nice overview. And then you can go directly to the farm's website. And on the farm's website, that's where you'll sign up for your CSA share. You can choose the Big S Fans pickup. And then you can reap all the great benefits of their main summer CSA season, which is 20 weeks of fresh vegetables, starting in May through October. So here is that landing page I talked about. So that's what we'll share out with you today. So you can go there for more information. And I am actually going to pass it off to Max Stone. He's the star of the show here today. And he's going to tell you all about Elmwood Stock Farm, their CSA, and their upcoming season.
Thanks, Katie. Great. Appreciate y'all joining us today. The farm tours that we offer to CSA members in the summer last about 2 hours. So I'm going to try to keep this to a little less than 2 hours, but there's lots to talk about and I want to make sure you know a lot about the farm. Just kidding, it'll be about 10 minutes. So I'm on the left of the picture. That's my wife, Ann, in the middle, and her brother, John, on the right side of the photo. Ann and John grew up here, went off to college, studied abroad, came back home and said, Dad, we want to farm with you. And now the farm, the same footprint of land, is supporting 3 families. Actually, I would suggest it's supporting many more than that with the employees that we have here. And in another way we look at it, we support hundreds of families with our food that we produce. So there's no reason to grow it without your all support. That's what community supported agriculture means. We're in this together, and we really appreciate partnering with Big Ass Fans in the years past. I'm sorry I'm not there to do the in-person one. I enjoyed it when I was there. So we have diversified into produce away from cattle and tobacco to support the new families that are coming along. So we now do we do produce and direct markets, farmers markets, and our organic meats. The farm is about 375 acres, Farm's about 375 acres. We do about 50 acres of vegetables on 35 acres of land, meaning we can get a spring crop of lettuce and a fall crop of lettuce off the same acreage with our regenerative soil building practices. We have about 75 Angus cows, 40 sheep, 600 land hens. We'll do a couple thousand meat chickens, about 600 turkeys this year. Some of the infrastructure, we do have an on-farm store. You see in the bottom left of the photo there. You can come during business hours and just hand select, see what we have. We also have 3 heatable greenhouses and 5 high tunnels, which are unheated plastic greenhouse type structures where we're actually growing food in the ground. We'll be harvesting for our winter CSA members starting next week. So the good news is we can sell all year. The bad news is we sell all year. But we focus on that summer season when we have all the diversity that you saw in the photos and be sure that we get as much good organic produce out to our customers as possible. None of this would be possible without the awesome crew that we have. If you think about it, this is a just-in-time delivery of a perishable product. So it takes a lot of teamwork, a lot of communication, a lot of effort to make this the best experience for you all. Invite you out for a tour. We'll do them about once a month. You'll see notices on that, and hope you can join us for a tour and get a more in-depth look around the farm. A little bit about our growing practices. To be USDA certified organic, there's a third-party verified system to document that we're following the regulations that have been vetted and guided by organic community nationwide. It's not just we're saying we're doing some stuff or we're not doing some stuff. It's a third-party verified system. So we welcome that. We want to make sure we're doing the best we can be at growing the food for you. The whole tenet of organic farming is soil health. The photo of the cows here, the cows are very much a part of our soil building program to where we have not had to purchase, quote, fertilizer from the farm store in decades. We have a regenerative soil building program, and the cows are an integral part of that. Then the good news is it's the best beef in the world. Certified organic, grass-fed, dry-aged, USDA choice, local Angus beef. It does not get any better than that. So if you get the vegetable share as part of with working with you all, you can add on meats anytime, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes. Our shares, about our CSA itself. 3 or 4 years ago, we went to a customizable, because of the growth of CSA around the country, there's various softwares have been developed to where now on Saturday or Sunday, I believe y'all are Tuesday pickup. So I think it's Saturday or Sunday, you all will be logging in to your account. You'll see what we have available. You'll pick what you want. You'll leave in the basket what you don't want. And then we actually go pick it for you. It's still growing when you're just telling us what you want. The software puts it together, then we go harvest it and put it in together. It'll come in your bag with your name on it. And it was picked for you because we knew you wanted it. There's flexibility built into this software. If you go away for a week, or if you have visitors for a week and you need more vegetables than normal, it's totally flexible. You have your unique account. You can add in meat, you can add in eggs, you can add on flours. Then if your account gets low, we'll call you and say, oh, you need to up your account some. So it's just everything we have is available for you at your convenience. I mentioned certified organic. It's a big deal. You're hearing more and more in the news about pesticides, not only for the environment, for human health. So we're just militant about organic so you can eat in peace, is the phrase we've used. Over the years, this is, I think, our 17th, 18th year of CSA. Developed lots of resources that we've gleaned from talking to our customers. There is a weekly newsletter that goes out. There's cooking tips, there's storage tips, there's recipes. But we also have some other toolkits and other access to information and other customers that I'll talk about in a minute. But we've grown into this because it's been so helpful. It is the most efficient way to grow and distribute food is through a CSA program. So again, without you, there'd be no reason for us to do this. So here's your login page. This is what it'll look like when you log in. This particular sample week here, we've got garlic, baby kale, curry turnip, spinach, potatoes. When you log in, beneath this on the screen, this is what we pick. So each week we're going to decide, here's a nice mix of vegetables. And if you're busy on the weekend and you can't log in, you're going to get a nice mix of vegetables because that's what we do. But there's also a list of others. Say there's only a handful of raspberries. Well, you might want raspberries. You could add raspberries or you could swap those radishes for raspberries. It's all totally flexible. There's another screen with all the different meats, beef, chicken, pork, lamb, turkey at times, that you can add in at any time. So it's easy to do. And we do have, like I said, some toolkits that can help you walk through, and you can feel free to call and talk to Hannah or Megan anytime for specific information. So some of those resources I mentioned, we talked about the login. There's actually now a video on how to customize. So it'll walk through much better than I did just now about how to utilize the software to the best of your benefit. We started a Facebook group last year to where there's communication between customers that are also sharing recipes and excitement of the buzz around when the first tomatoes come in and that type of thing. A CSA member handbook. It'll walk you through, it's kind of a frequently asked questions, if you will, walk you through all the different aspects of things that may arise, that we just want to help you and make it as enjoyable of experience as possible. And again, the tips and tricks from our members that we used to could convey a lot of this at farmers markets. And now we're focusing on our CSA members as our prime #1 customer. And we just, again, if there's any questions, you just let us know. We offer 3 share sizes. The regular on the left is probably the most common share size. If you're new to CSA or you're not sure about how many vegetables you're going to actually eat, we suggest you start with the mini share, the smaller one. You can always change throughout the year, or you can just add on individual items into your share. But the freshness and the quality of the product is not like you've not seen before, to where you're going to eat more vegetables and eat more at each sitting than you may think you are, compared to what you might be picturing what would come from a big box store. The robust share, we have some large families where they have lots of kids at home. Oftentimes 2 or 3 families will share in a robust and divide it up however they do. So we do, again, make it convenient, but don't forget, you can add in meat, you can add in eggs, you can add in we have jarred items, whatever it might be. So look around in our website and you can see all that we have to offer. Here it is in the middle of February, but you can still see there's lots to offer, and just imagine what it's going to be in the summer. It is a business, so we're paying for lots of staff and seed and propane and whatnot. So the beauty of CSA is, while we're spending a lot of money right now to get the farm up and running for the growing season. So your investment in us, we take very seriously. So we don't have to go to the bank and try to borrow some money. You are our financiers, if you will. So there's 3 share sizes. You see the prices there. We every year we tweak the size and the portion sizes and numbers of items, and that will change weekly, frankly, depending on availability and whatnot. But it's just nothing easier. You're locking in at these food prices. We don't know what's going to happen in the marketplace, but you have access to everything that we have, and you're locking in that price right now. So it's a great way to assure yourself of having good, balanced meals all summer long. We do ask that it pay in full before the season starts. It's just something that we've learned, and it's just a little bit of tough love. We'll do our part of doing all the work of growing and prepping and washing and delivering. Your job is to be paid in full and retrieve your share in a timely manner, so that all the vegetables can be consumed at their freshest. So again, thank you. We appreciate the partnership. We're glad to know, as we're doing all the work, even in this cold weather, on things like today, we're glad to know that who it's going to and know how well it's appreciated. So again, Katie, Gretchen, thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mac. And I have the slide up here. So if you are excited about this opportunity and you want to be a part of the Big Ass Fans Workplace CSA program, you can pick up your share at Big Ass Fans on Tuesdays from 3 to 5 during the growing season, so May through October. And we are going to be asking, Gretchen's going to be sending out an email update that if you want to secure your spot by March 1st, that will help us make sure that Big Ass Fans meets that minimum share minimum for a pickup on site. So definitely, if you're interested, we encourage you to go ahead and sign up. That way Big Ass Fans knows that there's a certain amount of people that want to participate. So just, you can ask us all the questions. I've got some contact information for Mac and Gretchen here. So if you have a question about the farm, the CSA, reach out to elmwoodorders@gmail.com, check out their website. We'll drop that into the chat as well. And then we also have Gretchen's contact information. If you have a question specifically about the pickup or how the program's worked in the past, definitely reach out to her as well. And we just want to open it up for questions. So we want, that's why you're here. We want to hear from you. If there's anything that you're curious about that came up, let us know. You can drop it into the chat. I'm going to stop my screen share here.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that you all don't have to pick up at Big Ass Fans. We have pickup locations all over Lexington. You pick on our website, you pick the day of the week that suits you, and the location that suits you, and we can make that happen. We also started home delivery when COVID came to town, and a lot of people like that feature as well. So we can manage the frozen meats and the eggs properly for home delivery or any of the locations that we have around Lexington.
Yes, that's great, Mac. No, good. So definitely lots of options for pickup. Take advantage of that. So if Big Ass Fans on Tuesdays isn't the best option for you, take advantage of Elmwood's other CSA pickups or home delivery. They've been doing that for a long time. And we just want, if anyone, we're so excited. Thanks, Roscoe, for being on the call and he's already signed up. So we appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in today. If you have a question about the season, we're happy you tuned in today, but if there's anything you want to know, or if you want to share from your experience, if you participated before, we would love to hear from you. So feel free just to come off mute and we'll let you talk for a sec before we wrap up. So just be thinking, if anyone else has a question, drop it into the chat. I always have some questions for Mac and Ann and Hannah, so I can fire away here too. Gretchen, are you still in the room? I wanted to ask you a quick question too.
And I'm here.
Okay, perfect.
And we had a straggler, one of our frequent flyers came in as well.
Okay, awesome, Gretchen. So I just wanted, what do folks get for tuning in to the Big Ask Fans presentation today?
So everybody that tuned in today gets extra Go 365 points added to their Humana account. So you can use those points to cash in for whatever sorts of gift cards or prizes or get up to the next level that you are trying to get to on Go 365. So make sure to shoot me a note that you attended and we will get the points added to your Go 365.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gretchen. Yeah, so just another nice incentive. Thanks for offering that and tuning in with us today. Just going to see if I can going to relaunch this poll that I accidentally launched in the beginning and see just, if you're planning on being a part of the Workplace CSA program, let us know. If you've already signed up, that's a yes, definitely, if you're considering it. And I know we have some folks joining us live, so we'll just feel free just you can give us a holler.
Yeah, this is Roscoe here. I want to comment because when I'm considering, like when I'm looking at the share sizes, that it might be helpful for people to know, because I've done it a few years now, that this might be really obscure information, but anyway, my girlfriend and I, it's just the two of us, and she's vegetarian, and the robust share is great for us cooking every night. So just putting that information out there, because we're eating literally vegetables every night. So the robust share works perfect for us.
Oh, that's great to hear. Thank you, Roscoe. So I feel like, and Mac, you can speak to this a little bit more. We always appreciate your experience. Sometimes those share sizes are definitely more dependent on how often you're cooking with how many vegetables versus like your individual household number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So good rule of thumb, good tip, good CSA member tip. Is there any other CSA member tips you want to share? Is there anything that any CSA member hacks?
Oh, the recipe cards. Sorry, I'm thinking, am I cutting someone off that I can't hear that well? I'm not trying to. All right, I'll say one more thing and then I'll be quiet. The recipe cards are very helpful for sometimes when you get weird vegetables like turnips and you don't know what to do with turnips. Those are helpful. So I appreciate those little included recipes in every share.
No, that's awesome, Roscoe. We appreciate that. So Ann and Mac and Hannah, I don't know if somebody wants to speak to that. Like, is it a part of the farm newsletter? Where are the recipe cards?
The newsletter.
Okay, awesome. I heard that from the
putting myself on mute.
Okay.
I will just say real quick, for those wanting to do it, having it dropped off at Big Ass Fans is amazing. That you don't have to go anywhere. And it gives you the advantage when you say get blackberries or raspberries or strawberries, you can just eat them all at work and your family doesn't have to know you stole them from them.
That's a CSA member hack, right? Pick it up at work, eat the veggies before they get home. I like that tip. Well, thank you so much for sharing. And I know we're right at time, we're right at 12:30. So if there's a question we didn't get to today, or you think about it as the day goes on, we've Elmwood's dropped some information, or we've dropped some information. You've got their email, you've got their website, to go right to the Vegetable CSA share page to learn more. And then we'll share out that Big Ask Fans specific program page with you too, for all the resources we covered. Mac, was there anything you wanted to end on, or just another tip?
Yes, and Roscoe brought it to mind is, and I'll bet that he and his girlfriend, when they get their share home, they probably work it up. And, like we wash lettuce, our salad spinner lives in the refrigerator just ready to eat. So once you get your share and you learn how to work it up, so to speak, you can come home and have dinner in minutes with all these fresh vegetables. So they don't need much.
We just bought our first salad spinner last year. So I'm glad you mentioned that. It's been a great tool.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Well, so there you have it. If you're thinking about joining the CSA, maybe one of those top CSA gadgets could be a salad spinner. But Max just touching on that, breaking it down when you get it home is great and key to kind of making sure everything lasts for you. We are so grateful for everyone tuning in today. Thanks for tuning in with us at the Big Ask Fans conference room and on Zoom. And we hope you take advantage of this Workplace CSA pickup and program this season. And let us know if you have any questions. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Matt.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.